Okay. Golden Beauty and Young Pharaoh are running a Beyonce and Jay-Z um, on the run tour on everybody on YouTube. I just wanted to go ahead and get that out at the 17-second mark because people on YouTube have a short attention span and don't like long videos. So now that I got that part out the way, I do want to say a tidbit about everything. Yes, I was a listener. I'm not gonna say a follower, a listener of Young Pharaoh. I did. He broke down the information in a way that not so much I could understand, but that resonated with me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a young guy. He's what, 28. I'm like 3 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? And I had actually called into a show one time while he was speaking to, I think it was Jada Closer or somebody, or dealing with that situation with Jada Closer. And I was telling him and his audience or whatever, I don't know why people keep giving people money just because they ask for it. You should never give anybody large sums of money or any type of access to your card, your bank account, your email, your personal numbers, and none of that shit. Don't do that online. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, whenever your money is gone, you are not going to be able to get back, or it's going to be hell getting it back. Or if you feel like you need to sue somebody to get it back, you're not going to get all of it back. That's not going to happen. I'm so sorry if it happened to anybody out there, but it's not gonna happen. Now, as far as on the okay, with try to make this shit short. Like I said, obviously people on YouTube have a short attention span. But anyway, I'm following him and I called a show and all this and that and the third. Said this, said that. But over time, I saw his message start to change, which was cool and everything because I understand that there does need to be a big ass change when it comes to politics in America because in America it's not correct. The way we do things here, our law system, our politics system is not right at all. And yes, I'm sure other people from other lands have it worse because they live in a dictatorship or whatever. But here, it's a whole lot of underhandedness. I would rather have politics straight in my face. And the politicians actually being honest about what they're doing instead of a whole bunch of liars. But once he started to change his message up and talking about Trump and speaking on Trump, I actually looked into Trump when I was doing a paper about something, and it kind of gave me not a positive view on him, but a different view on him and presidency in a nutshell as it is. He spoke on things about Obama, which is true. Obama really didn't help us do anything, which is very true. That's on wax. And as far as okay, almost once he started changing his message, and now this whole thing about him beating on her and all this, that, and the third, I look at it like this. Remember when Wendy Williams called Usher up when he was walking down the red carpet and told him, so your the Let It Burn song was not really true. You were just making it so you could sell your records. And he just looked at her like, you gonna mess up what I got going on. That's what's going on with Young Pharaoh and Golden Beauty. I do believe either she's about to mess up his bag or they're doing it together. But honestly, the way they're doing it, because next I see her asking for money for help for bills and so she can get a car, which is cool and everything. If y'all do that, do what you want to do. That's y'all money. But I can promise you that I'm not going to do it. And if you, I just see this ending badly in about 3 or 4 years. Oh yeah, back to Young Pharaoh and his ass. Okay, with his scams. Okay, in the beginning, I didn't know anything because I had just started listening to him maybe 2 years ago, and come to find out he's been on the internet for maybe about 6 or 7 years. But when I caught him, he was doing it was about to be the lawsuit. I caught him a few months before the lawsuit thing, in which it kind of made sense in a sense. But then when you really think about it and break it down, how many other people are being censored by YouTube or Instagram or anything else, and none of them have tried to sue YouTube. So I don't know why people thought that they could donate to him for his legal funds so he could sue YouTube or Google or whoever. You can't sue a conglomerate like that, especially for something that's on the internet. That's not a tangible thing. It's not a physical thing. You can't sue about excuse me, content or something like that because you're on their platform. Now if you had your own platform and somehow or another you knew that Google or YouTube came and took it off the line, then yes, you have a viable case there because you're not on their platform. But anyway, when people started sending in the money and he was letting people know how much he had and all this, that, and the third, it's so reminiscent of Dr. Umar. Well, kind of sort of Dr. Umar, but Tariq also. There's another one. It's a bunch of scammers on YouTube, y'all. A bunch of them. And most of them are men. A lot of them are men. Excuse me. I don't believe that Kwame Brown is a scammer. I believe he's working and do some great things. That's one person I can say that I don't feel like he's trying to scam the community. Anything, he already has what he needs. Anything extra is put on top of what he's already doing. And I salute him. Thank you so much, Kwame Brown, for being a stand-up black man. I love you, neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'm from North Carolina. He's from South Carolina, and that's cool and everything. Get back on track with the scams. Okay, he let us know how much money he had and how much money he needed, how much he asked for, and he got more than that. And just as soon, maybe a month or two after that, he was in a brand new house in a pool. He showed y'all exactly what he did with his money, and that's why he's saying, "Kiss my ass, I ain't scam nobody," because y'all gave him the money. It's not a scam if he technically, he didn't say, "I didn't lie to y'all." He did not say that. Watch the wording. He didn't say, "I did not lie to y'all about what I did with the money." He said, "I did not scam y'all with y'all money." Pay attention to that part. It's very, very important to pay attention to wording. Okay, so now he's in the house and all this, that, and the third, and Golden has another baby. And my thing is about this. It's cool and everything. Things just didn't make any sense whenever she had her children at home and all that stuff. Like, yeah, you can have a natural birth and all that, but whenever you have someone coming in and you have to do the paperwork for that child, you still have to send in paperwork to the state so they know that the baby is still alive. That's how people are. That's how people or and women are going to jail for whenever they have a baby and it's a miscarriage and they feel like and they bury the baby themselves and they don't tell anybody anything. That's a life. That's you know what I'm saying. That has to be accounted for because you live in the United States. That's why people are having babies. They're sending over pregnant women from other places so they can have a baby here, so they have no other choice but to give them papers here. But anyway, coming back to that, because something about insurance. Golden Beauty didn't have insurance, and they pretty much, I know good and well that man did not pay for a doula to come. I mean, not a doula, but the people to come and check out the baby and all that stuff out of pocket. He didn't have that much money. He only raised what, maybe, I think they said like $250,000 to buy the house and the cars and all that shit and pay for medical expenses and all that to make sure the baby is healthy and all. Yeah, I know he didn't pay for all that out of pocket. They had to have had some type of insurance. And then if you think about it, even if they didn't, all y'all natural people, if y'all out here talking about because she did also, Golden Beauty also said something about him going out and doing her dirty. Doing her dirty, in so many words, is out having sex unprotected with other women. How are you going to the doctor paying for this stuff? Because you have to get treatment. You have to get a shot. You have to get checked for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman's body, especially, you know what I'm saying, downstairs, can act up for any kind of reason. Wrong underwear, you drunk too many sodas, which they do, but still, you have to decipher. You can't decipher what's wrong with you. You're gonna have to go and see a medical professional to know what's wrong with you. So they needed the money. You're gonna need some money to go to the doctor for that. You know what I'm saying? That's a bill. And now, like I said, on top of that, it seemed like his lectures are solid. I'm not saying that his information is not solid. His information is solid. I do love Young Pharaoh's information, but he is getting over on the community because now he has the school online, which I'm almost certain is things that people have already heard online for free, but he needs a new base because whenever he shut down his page, which I do believe, and I said that correct because he shut down his page. I don't think YouTube shut down his page because how YouTube works is basically like a Walmart. It's like a store. If people are going into your store looking for a specific thing, they're putting money, quote unquote, views, quote unquote, for YouTube. If Young Pharaoh was, hey, he was top. He was top. He was getting interviews from all these other social people. He was almost at the Republican convention thing. He was talking to Nick Cannon. Like he's up there. He's up there. So he was bringing YouTube a whole lot of money. And after a while, I guess he felt like, because he was telling people, don't send it to the super chat or don't send me a super chat or whatever. Send it to my Cash App or send it some fucking where else because YouTube was taking a cut of it. Now that is probably the reason why they took his page away, because he was saying adamantly, do not send any money here because YouTube takes a percentage of it. That's just my opinion. I'm not quite sure. It's just my opinion. But anyway, what is this movie? But anyway, okay, what was next after the lawsuit? What was next? What did he need next? He was raising his money for something else, but I can't remember what it is right now. Like I said, I'm going off the top of the dome because I keep seeing all these videos of people talking about Young Pharaoh, but they're missing the point. They're missing all the point. As far as their relationship, when they say he beat on her and all this, that, and the third, they called the police over there and all this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. If he was beating on her and all that shit, and they called the police over there, oh, he would have got arrested that day. There's no talking yourself out of going to jail. Not no goddamn domestic violence. Especially since she said that he hit the baby. His ass would have went to jail that night. He would not have been posting in 2 minutes. After he wouldn't have been able to touch his phone, as a matter of fact, while those police were there. Oh, he was going to jail. That live would have been a little bit different. Hey guys, we're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's what would have happened. Now that she's getting her shine on now, dump it on him and all that shit. Now, if she is leaving him because he did do that to her, that's great. That's awesome, and stay away. If you stay away, if he's abusive, he's narcissist, he's not going to change. Stay away. That's the good part of it. But if this never happened and you're playing around just to get money, because she's claiming now that he took her car, he took her apartment, and now I know men especially are going to be flocking to try to help her out because she's a beautiful lady. I don't discredit that, but that's just how it is in the game. Just like I said, they are doing a Jay-Z and a Beyonce on the run tour on y'all and a lemonade on y'all. She's pulling the lemonade and he's pulling a 444 on y'all. So next he gonna be crying and all that. I see it. I foretell the future. This is what's happening. This is what's gonna happen. What was I gonna say? Also, she is gonna be getting help soon. So now her base is gonna go up higher, and he's gonna be like off on the side or whatever. But they're still gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna be together, and that's cool and everything, I guess, for sure. But please don't lie to people just to get money, just so they can pay you. Like get a job. Get a job. It's cool to be on YouTube and all that shit because they send you a check. And that's the thing I don't get about people. When people have a certain amount of followers, number one, YouTube starts cutting the check. That's number one off top. If you have a certain amount of followers, you are going to get a check. Then once you hit the M's, you start give you more money. Whenever they send you that plaque, they're going to give you even more money because they're getting maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 or 10 times more than they're paying that person. But supposedly, I've heard through the grapevine, people talking about shit, they get paid on the 21st of every month. So, if a person if a YouTuber comes out around that time, or a little bit before that time, that's what they're doing. Especially if they start talking about some more crazy off the wall shit that happened or happened to them, happened to their family. They're trying to get some views so they can get that check. But anyway, what else was I gonna say? Stopping other YouTubers. That's good. If that's the grind for YouTube, they should tell you that. If you're trying to start a page and all that shit, like they should tell you what's really going on there. Basically, YouTube is a sitcom. It is a soap opera for people to go back and forth with each other. Now, the back and forth with each other. Am I done with Young Pharaoh and Golden Beauty? Watch out for them. Like, be careful. If you're going to send them some money, there's millions of people in the world. YouTube is not just in America. YouTube is in Afghanistan. It's in China. Well, I think it's in Japan or whatever. It's all over the world. There's billions and billions of people on the world. Don't be sending them people $500 and $800 and $1,000 and shit. Send them motherfuckers $1 because I can promise you there's at least 20,000 people sending them $1 as well. Don't send all your money to these people. Don't stop doing that shit. Don't do that. Because if you won't give a beggar on the street $1, why the hell are you giving people $1 on why the hell are you giving people $20 on